This is Amir from amiranzur.com. I'm just going to be talking in this video blog post about how I started out in marketing. Well, this is the first instance that I can remember about my proper marketing experience, which was all the way back in high school when I was in 11th grade. Me and a friend of mine, Greg Warbluski, this is him. We ran for student council president and co-presidents at the time. And essentially, that is marketing yourself, right? So we made these awesome t-shirts, the choice of a new generation. We were the only sophomores to run against all the juniors. We thought we would kick some butt. And at that time, my surname was Ahmad. I've since rebranded, which I'll explain in a different blog post. And his name was Greg Warbluski, so we had that little check mark on the box. Choice of a new generation. That's a blatant ripoff from Pepsi. But anyway, we had that. And then, yeah, those were the T-shirts. And we also had our campaign manager, Dave Neiman, who helped us run with the campaign. Now, that wasn't we didn't win. I mean, we had I remember speaking in front of the whole school when I guess we were about 16, and giving a speech, in front of people that are older than you even. And it was one of my first times that I can remember giving such an important and a big speech in front of so many people. It was a whole high school. And you're trying to convince them to vote for us. And to be honest, I particularly stank. It was like, I remember telling some joke and it was like silence from the crowd. And I was just like, oh my God. It was if you imagine speaking in front of your whole school and having the worst sort of speech ever, it was like 10 times worse. But what happened is, first of all, I learned about marketing from that experience. I learned about selling ourselves, so that's important in your life. I mean, you have to go through whether you're looking for a promotion, trying to get a job interview, or you're trying to get a date. You have to go and sell yourself, right? So this, running for student council was a way to sell ourselves, right? Then I learned about marketing. I mean, we put up posters, we try to persuade people, all this stuff. And ultimately, I learned about failure as well. We completely got crappy. I don't know. We maybe got like 5 votes, and that include. I was embarrassed to vote for ourselves. And I think because the main thing it rested on was this speech, and it was just terrible. But what I learned is that was okay. That because at the age of 16 I had really embarrassed myself in front of so many people and going up and giving the worst freaking speech you can imagine, it made it easier later on in life. And actually what happened is we didn't win that year. I ran again the second time as a junior with another guy. And that time we dominated it, right? I mean, I got like 70% of the votes. Why? Because everyone else was running for student council for the first time. I'd already done it. And failed. And all these other guys were running for the first time. They're trying to figure out how to vote, how to set up these, T-shirts and all this sort of stuff. I'd already done it, and I'd failed like worse than anyone else. So I had not much to lose. And as I said, we dominated, and I was co-president of my high school. And that's how I started my marketing career, and I learned a lot in high school about marketing. It was, if you even look at, being the popular kid or going for a captain of a sports team or any of these clubs, it's all brand management, you know, who, if you hang out with the nerds, you will be associated as a nerd, you know, and then, you know, these guys are things that are stupid, but it's true. It's brand management, you know, you're always managing your brand, and as a teenager, it's probably more important than when you become an adult, right? So that was it. I mean, I did a lot of other stuff, which was really awesome experience at a really young age. I remember we organized our school skiing trip, the three of us, Tarek and Leslie and I, and that also gave me awesome marketing experience because we started this trip. It cost us something like $600 a head to organize. We charged like $900, or we made like ridiculous profits on this. And we even had someone else competing against us for the school note to self: turn off the mobile phone when doing one of these video blog posts. My parents are calling. So, but anyway, what we did was just market it better. You know, we had some other people competing against us to take the school's skiing trip, and we were more expensive than them. But we ended up recruiting more people. Why? Because we went out and we hustled and we told people like, look, it's going to be the best. And we thought about some strategy. Like we got the more popular kids, and we knew that the connectors, the ones that were going to influence those people around them, we got them on board. And then we told the other people, our competitors, this is kind of like this monopolyism. We told them, look, we'd give them a free trip each if they came with us instead, right? And so we just had basically a monopoly on the school ski trip, and we dominated it. And all these experiences, and now that I'm 33, I just think, if you're in high school, or if you're not even in school, even if you're in a job, you're trying to sell an idea, or you're trying to do anything, it's good to just go out and start marketing, because once you go out and make these stupid t-shirts or whatever ways you come up with, and you fail and you learn something every single time. So go out, and marketing is trial and error. There is no right answer. It's not a if then else statement that if you put a logo that's that big, and if you have a slogan that's nice. It's art. Marketing is art, and that's why you'll enjoy it, and you'll learn marketing every single place you go, whether it's in high school, whether it's in university, or whether it's anywhere else in life. So go out and start making it happen. Start selling something, or if it's another friend that's trying to set up a business, help them out, help them market and try to sell their goods, because it's fun. Marketing is at the core of any business, and you're not going to learn it from reading. I mean, you're going to get some ideas, but until you go out and start to make it happen, it's going to be, it's not as cool. So this is Amir from amiranzur.com. telling you a little bit about how he got started in his marketing career, but hoping that he's going to be seeing some of your own campaigns. And, when it's things like Facebook, this is me checking, and now I'm using these tools to get marketing, or whatever else. So, and video and YouTube and whatever else. The world has changed since I was a young boy, but amiranzur.com. telling you, go out and be a marketer, because that's the only way you're going to generate any money for you or your company. Take care. See ya. Bye.